Представьте, что все вокруг, деревья, трава, цветы, сделаны из шоколада. Такое может быть только на фабрике мистера Вилли Вонки. Давайте заглянем в один из цехов этой удивительной фабрики.
Important room, this! Cried Mr. Wonka, taking a bunch of keys from his pocket and slipping one into the keyhole of the door. This is the nerve center of the whole factory, the heart of the whole business, and so beautiful. I insist upon my rooms being beautiful. I can't abide ugliness in factories. In we go, then. But do be careful, my dear children. Don't lose your heads. Don't get overexcited. Keep very calm. Mr. Wonka opened the door. 5 children and 9 grown-ups pushed their ways in. And oh, what an amazing sight it was that now met their eyes. They were looking down upon a lovely valley. There were green meadows on either side of the valley, and along the bottom of it there flowed a great brown river. What is more, there was a tremendous waterfall halfway along the river, a steep cliff over which the water curled and rolled in a solid sheet, and then went crashing down into a boiling, churning whirlpool of froth and spray. There! Cried Mr. Wonka, dancing up and down and pointing his gold-topped cane at the great brown river. It's all chocolate! Every drop of that river is hot melted chocolate of the finest quality, the very finest quality. There's enough chocolate in there to fill every bathtub in the entire country, and all swimming pools as well. Isn't it terrific? The children and their parents were too flabbergasted to speak. They were staggered, they were dumbfounded, they were bewildered and dazzled. They were completely bowled over by the hugeness of the whole thing. They simply stood and stared. The waterfall is the most important, Mr. Wonka went on. It mixes the chocolate, it churns it up, it pounds it and beats it, it makes it light and frothy. No other factory in the world mixes its chocolate by waterfall, but it's the only way to do it properly, the only way. And do you like my trees? He cried, pointing with his stick. And my lovely bushes? Don't you think they look pretty? I told you, I hated ugliness. And of course, they are all eatable, all made of something different and delicious. Try a blade of grass, please do. It's delectable. Automatically, everybody bent down and picked one blade of grass. Isn't it wonderful? Whispered Charlie. Hasn't it got a wonderful taste, Grandpa? I could eat the whole field, said Grandpa Joe, grinning with delight. I could go round on all fours like a cow and eat every blade of grass in the field. Try a buttercup, cried Mr. Wonka. They're even nicer. Suddenly, the air was filled with screams of excitement. The screams came from Veruca Salt. She was pointing frantically to the other side of the river. Look! Look over there! She screamed. What is it? He's moving! He's walking! It's a little person! It's a little man! Down there, below the waterfall! Everybody stopped picking buttercups and stared across the river. She's right, Grandpa! Cried Charlie. It's a little man! Can you see him? I see him, Charlie! Said Grandpa Joe excitedly. And now everybody started shouting at once. There's 2 of them! My gosh, so there is! There's more than 2! There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! What are they doing? Where do they come from? Who are they? Children and parents alike rushed down to the edge of the river to get a closer look. Aren't they fantastic? No higher than my knee. Look at their funny long hair. That tiny men, they were no larger than medium-sized dolls, had had stopped what they were doing, and now they were staring back across the river at the visitors. One of them pointed towards the children, and then he whispered something to the other four, and all 5 of them burst into peals of laughter. "But they can be real people," Charlie said. "Of course they're real people," Mr. Wonka answered. "They're Oompa Loompas."
Если хотите узнать, кто же такие Умпа-Лумпы и какие еще чудеса скрываются за высокими стенами фабрики мистера Вонки, приходите за книгой к нам в отдел.